Today we're going to be talking about the chase mindset. Now, this is something that you may have heard of before. You probably heard of it, maybe multiple, plenty of times, just from people that, you see or may follow on social media or just people that you know in your day-to-day real life. But you may be wondering what I mean by the chase mindset. Now, this can involve and have to do with anything that, pertains towards money, women, your dreams, your goals, anything like that. Somebody may, go up on a story and be like, chase after the bag, not a girl, chase after your dreams, not a girl. Oh yeah, I'm chasing after this car, I'm chasing after this job opportunity, chasing after this money. The word chase, that's what I have a problem with, and that's what I wanted to come on here and talk about. And like I said, this may be something that you may have heard of before, probably multiple, plenty of times, in your lifetime, and just being on social media. And the whole premise of it is not bad because, you trying to put forth all your energy and all your effort, to in order to get to where you want to go, whether that's money, woman, a job opportunity, your dreams, a car, you know what I mean? The overall premise and energy behind it is not bad in a sense, but at the same time, it still is, especially depending on what you're doing. But in the grand scheme of things, you shouldn't even be using the word chase, in the first place. You know what I mean? Because if you're chasing something, and if you have to chase something, that means that that thing is running away from you. You know what I mean? And you never want anything that you are putting your energy into and putting your energy forth, whether it comes, like I said, anything, money, a car, job opportunity, you know what I mean, a girl, a house, you know what I mean, anything. You never want to go towards it in the mindset of you chasing after it. Because as soon as you have that mindset, I feel like it's already out of reach. You know what I mean? It's already, out of your mindset. It's already not attainable just by you thinking like that. Because if you have to chase towards something, then it don't want you in the first place. You know what I mean? You should never have to think like that. You should never have to operate and move like that. You know what I mean? You should have that confidence, instilled within you, and have that abundance to know that, you already have it, you know what I mean? And going towards it more in a manifestation way. Now, this is something subjective and, something that people may not, you know, believe in, depending on your, your religious beliefs and just what you believe in general in life. And that can be a whole nother topic with manifestation. But I feel like, you know, it's a good way to think and go about putting your energy towards the things that you want to do, whether it's manifestation, whether it's just something to do with the universe, which is tied into that, or something that's just, religious, you know what I mean? And, either way it goes, depending on, how you choose to go about it and what you believe in, I feel like you should always think of it in that sense of a way. You know what I mean? Because like I said, once you have to chase after something, I feel like, that it's not in your reach anymore. You know what I mean? And people get so caught up in this and end up wasting so much time and energy because they think if they just, constantly have to be in control, in order to get to the situation or the outcome, that they get, that they'll end up getting to it in that certain way. But sometimes, I feel like you just gotta sit back. You gotta sit back and, like I said, with whatever you believe in, I don't discriminate or nothing like that. Whether it comes to spiritual, whether it comes to the universal manifestation or God, you know what I mean? Sometimes you just have to sit back and let those different type of causes act for you. You know what I mean? Like I said, acting in, just in intuition and just abundance instead of being in control over everything, 24/7, 365 all the time. Because I feel like at a certain point, when you try to just have control over everything and, you just steadily chasing and chasing and chasing, you just end up getting nowhere. You know what I mean? You end up getting nowhere. And this is something that could be really hard for people that feel like they gotta be in control for everything to work out and go on their way. Kind of like a perfectionist, mindset when it comes towards, reaching, the goals that you want to get in life. You know what I mean? And this can be hard to accept because, you don't know whether or not you can trust it. And you may just not know, if you take a step back, if, everything is going to work out how you want it to plan, even though you may not be in, full control. And I feel like that's one of the best parts about it, because when you are able to let go and just let these natural causes, act for you and trust in your intuition instead of trying to control everything, you gain a stronger faith within yourself, in order to, walk through any type of challenges or adversity that may come to you, in life. And even when things may not be seeming, all the way right, or they may not be going, the way you wanted to, and things may not be looking bright, I feel like when you got that faith and that intuition and you able to trust yourself, within those things, that, even when the situation may be looking grim, you're able to get through it. Now, I'm not saying that, completely disregard logical and, rationalized thoughts, when it comes to life and trying to reach your goals, just not in a fast way, but just in a reasonable way. Because, I'll never say that, you shouldn't try to do those things, because, I feel like for most of the time that you are trying to get to that goal, you have to be in that type of mindset. But shoot, most of the time I just feel like, or maybe even half of the time, it's not even about you just, thinking in that type of way. It's just, you trusting your intuition and having faith and letting these natural causes work for you, that you able to get to the places that you want to get, in life. You know what I mean? And this is something that, I myself deal with, on a daily basis, and just trying to not be so hard on myself about it. You know what I mean? And that's something that I touched on and talked about in a different topic, in a different video. And I'll probably leave that, linked in the description below. But, that's what I wanted to come on here and talk about real quick. Just to try to, not even try, but to get out of that mindset. Because like I said, I feel like it ends up wasting a lot of energy and potential if you just focusing on always being in control, 100% of the time. When I feel like if you kind of mix the two when it comes to rational and logical thoughts, and letting, your intuition and faith also go into the work, and those things intercombine and mix, that you are able to not feel like you need to be in control and steadily have to chase, after those things. And then as you keep trying to go towards your goals, it'll naturally flow and synchronize and come into your life naturally. So with that being said, that's just what I want to come on here and talk about. Let me know some things, about how you feel about this topic and what people can do to get out of this mindset of always having to chase instead of attracting. But with that being said, peace.